Showtime Primetime.
It's XL Primetime, featuring Joe C.
Why in the world am I sitting back and being quiet about this?
Matt Hayes.
Oh, my God, this is ridiculous.
And Leon Searcy.
If you can't hang with the big dogs, stay on the porch.
How you like me now? How you like me now?
You know what? If I were to describe a big dog, it's someone who gets to the Ale House patio bar before noon, okay? That is a big dog. And there were, there are still some. There have been others that have already sipped, and they're gone. They're done. Before noon, they had the big tall one here at the Ale House. We were right here at the corner of Southside and Phillips Highway, the Avenues Ale House. We'd love to see you. A little Bud Light build-up to divisional playoff football. Admittedly, we all thought that the divisional playoff weekend would include your Jacksonville Jaguars, but if some have said right here around the bar today, dang it. They still wake up every day, Leon, like you wake up after the Super Bowl going, did that really happen? Did we lose that football game? Is that permanent?
Listen, there's no 24-hour rule when it comes to losing, all right?
Yeah.
I still think about the fact that this team could be any of the teams that are going to be playing this weekend.
Yeah.
And the unfortunate thing about it is they have to sit and watch. They got to sit and watch teams that they probably know they're better than.
Right.
Whether they have to go on the road or play them at home, that you could probably beat if somebody's going to be hoisting Lombardi and not you.
Yeah.
That's a tough pill to swallow, I'm telling you, for any player that's been on good teams, great teams. To lose in the first round and get bounced, man, it's heartbreaking.
I was looking at this earlier, Matt, and look, you can attack this any way you want. They were 1-1 against Houston, who moved on. They beat the Denver Broncos, who's the number 1 seed. We know what happened against the Bills, so they're basically 2-1 against the AFC opponents that they face that are in the playoffs. They beat San Francisco and they lost to LA and Seattle. So that's a total of a half dozen playoff teams that they faced. Obviously, the Rams pantsed them in England. You would love to have had it over again against the Seahawks, but they didn't win that football game.
Yeah.
It was an 8-point loss. But anyway, you feel like you still wanted to be part of the party, and it ain't happening, unfortunately.
It's not, and it's time to move on.
Yeah.
It's just time to move on.
I don't know about that.
No.
Leon just said losses live forever, okay?
No, man, that's how you get better. Just move on, bro.
True love may not last, but those losses live forever.
They played Sunday, bro. It's just Thursday. Can we at least get a week off?
Hey,
See how they want players to just move on that quick?
Man,
we're invested, bro. We've been invested.
Let's see how we can get better.
That's the journalist.
We've been invested since March.
Yeah, exactly. I love it, Leon. Get on it.
Mini camp, training camp, preseason. 17-game schedule, road trips.
I ain't looking back. I'm looking forward. Let's get better.
They played for 20
give us a week, at least
weeks in real football.
You can't give us a week.
No.
I think the journalist wants to write the next column, the next.
I want to get better, man.
Yeah, no, that all, like Leon said, that all will come. But for the here and now, you can't. I'm still chopping this thing up. Coach Campbell and I did a podcast this morning on the 1010XL social channels, and there were plenty of guys that, honestly, they said, I still haven't gotten over it, and that last drive is still killing them.
Joe, it won't stink until Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
When the divisional round comes around. It won't. That's when it'll stink. Absolutely. That's when you're going to pop a couple cold ones if you're a player.
Yeah.
You are. You're going to pop a couple cold ones.
Yeah.
When you watch the Patriots running
water,
around on division weekend, and okay, this is ridiculous.
They're gettable.
I was with the original NFG during trying to salve the wound of the Jags loss, and then he chimed in yesterday and he said, I can't watch. I can't watch. And I totally get it. Especially when you talk about the Bills. There's some school of thought that said I'd rather see them go on to win it so you could say, hey, you played the Super Bowl champ right down to the wire, but that didn't help anybody, does it?
Let me tell you something. If they're the Super Bowl champ, I'm really going to be sick.
Yes.
Because this team was the better team on that field last weekend.
Yeah.
They were the better team, period.
Yeah. Josh Allen, not single-handedly, but he was the reason they won. They didn't do a whole hell of a lot other than that.
I actually think the Bills are losing this week.
Yeah, Matt, this is like the worst Bills team in 5 years.
Yes.
I would be shocked if they win the Super Bowl.
Well, to that point, JJ, we were talking about this earlier as well. It's like, don't ever go into a postseason thinking if you win this one, you're automatically in the Super Bowl. Don't ever do that, okay? 60 minutes of ball is hard enough. It ain't easy. It's not like as soon as you win the first one, you are getting ready to put your mitts on a Lombardi. You get what I'm saying, Leon?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And you can't take nothing for granted, and yet people thought you win this one, you're gonna take it all the way, and you're gonna be the AFC champ. No, that's just foolhardy.
It's a 1 week win or go home.
Yeah.
And if you're a player, you want that kind of pressure. You want to earn the right to play in the Super Bowl. And the fans could do it all they want. The fans, they could do it all they want, because when this team went 13-4 and had the number 3 seed, we were talking Super Bowl. We were talking this team is well equipped to go play in the Super Bowl.
Right.
They beat Denver. They beat the teams that we were talking about they beat, but you still got to play the game, man, for 60 minutes. Yeah. And this team played the game for, 54?
Something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah. Well, you figure, it's like we said, I'm still not even blaming the offense. The fact
get off the field.
Yeah.
The defense has got to get off the field.
Right.
Absolutely.
The fact that there was 6 points left up there, you could argue all day, hey, that could have been the difference. Of course it could have been. But you feel like the fact that the other team was able just to click, go down the field too often is the part that drives you nuts more than anything else. All right, so we're setting it up. Bud Light build up to the weekend. We are going to look at the games. We're going to talk national championship next Monday with Big Sur's Miami Hurricanes against the Indiana Hoosiers. Former JU head football coach Steve Gilbert, who started the program over there in Arlington. He's an IU grad. I saw him the other day, proudly wearing that IU, rocking that IU outerwear. And so he's rooting for them. But the price tag has gone way up on that game because of the Hoosiers that are swarming South Florida right now, getting ready for that big game. So we will definitely dig in on that. But you can come on by the Avenues Ale House. We would love to see you. You can definitely talk some Jaguar ball. What got you in that game for sure. We can help kind of take you through a therapeutic session during XL Primetime if need be. We say thanks to Rebound Rehab. They bring you Thursday's program, so check them out all over the First Coast. A dozen locations ready to take care of you. Physical therapy, if it's what you need, they can get you back in the game with a team of physical therapists. So make sure you check them out. So I want to do our XLP Big Three when we come back, and it might even be expanded a little bit more than that. But at a minimum, in order, the three guys that we think they have to put a priority on, however they do it, okay? These are the guys right now that won't be part of the Jaguars unless the Jaguars make sure they're a part of them. Make sense?
Yeah.
So the XLP Big Three is going to kind of, we'll attack it that way. And we may have some dupes, and that shouldn't shock anybody. But we're talking about the Devin Lloyds of the world. And like Parker Washington is under contract. It's not like you. But let's at least include him in the conversation. Guys the guys that are looking at that next contract that you lock up and make sure you have. So we'll take a look at the free agent list and then the guys that are eligible to come up and get a new deal inked. And I think it's a good exercise because right now, Jimmy Gladstone's in that front office, that's what they're doing. Isn't that, Leon? They're throwing tape in. They're trying to figure out what's what.
They are. They're evaluating every position, every player.
Yeah.
Contractually. Even Coach Ingram said it. He said that after, when the season's over with, they go and evaluate each player.
Right.
As far as importance on the board. Who do you move up as far as take care of, or who do you move back? And every player is going to be evaluated in that order.
Not only that, you may have to ask some people, or plural, to kind of take a little money away, restructure a little bit.
Nothing wrong with that.
So you can have your teammates stay.
True. And nothing wrong with
We both know that two big contracts are. We all know that.
Yeah.
And they may be willing to do it. They've got a taste of it now, and you can see. And Big Sur has always been a proponent of. Wait a minute, if I restructure
off-season cash,
do I get that up front?
Yeah.
Do I get that up front?
Off-season cash is always good.
It's always good
because you may not see the end of that contract. And very likely you won't see the end of that contract. So go ahead and take it that way if you can. So let's just start thinking about it, just as far as the guys that you prioritize, and we'll kind of hit the free agents and the guys that you could potentially throw some money in front of and lock them up, because that's what you want to do more than anything else. So 641-1010, you guys can jump in on the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures, and you could come on by the Avenues Ale House. We're right here, and you can just see people coasting up and down Phillips Highway, so you can pop on in, get you some zingers, some postigers, the Bang Bang Shrimp. Boys, not bad.
Okay.
Very good, as a matter of fact.
You're talking dirty to me, and I kind of like it.
Yeah, so you got some options here.
My favorite ale house in town.
Yeah, this one right
It's
here.
the nicest one to me. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
low key. Not a lot of people even know it exists, and the back patio area is like enclosed, so it doesn't get
Yeah,
crazy
it's really
cold.
cool.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and so you definitely got that atmosphere, and you guys can toss around some Jaguar subjects, some national championship subjects, whatever it might be, but come on in here and get you a cold one. We say thanks to Bud Light as we build up to the NFL divisional playoff weekend right here on XL Primetime.
XL Primetime, driven by Duval Ford Mobile Service. Game-ready service right to your driveway. Real fans know there's more to a championship team than offense and defense.
Plus, the kicker, honestly, is like one of the most important guys on the team.
Each week, Superior Plumbing spotlights the special teams player of the game on 1010XL.
Yo, it's your main man ET here for Blue Chew. And guess what? Blue Chew tablet isn't just a tablet. It's a cheat code. Blue Chews provide access to chewable tablets that help you feel and perform at your best. Stronger, longer. It's like someone gave you downstairs a pep talk and a gym membership. No awkward doctor visits and no uncomfortable waiting rooms. It's nothing worse when them nosy behind neighbors are looking at your packages and then asking you questions. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. I got this. Blue Chew is simple. It's discreet and delivered straight to your door. And let's be honest, this isn't just for you. Give her group chat something to talk about. Nothing makes you more of a legend than a little Blue Chew. And guess what? I got a special deal for our listeners. Get your first month of Blue Chew on me. That's right. Just use promo code 1010XL and you pay $5 shipping. That's it. Head over to BlueChew.com for details and safety info. Use the code 1010XL, then just chew it and do it.
Do you have numbness and tingling in your fingers, or wake up at night and have to shake your hand? Hi, I'm Dr. George Bari, and at Bari Orthopedics, we have a myriad of treatments that can possibly help you. If you have numbness and tingling, you may have carpal tunnel. We have cortisone injections, PRP injections, and shockwave therapy that may help treat the numbness and tingling that you have. We also treat it surgically with endoscopic carpal tunnel release, a 2-centimeter incision that will release the nerve and have you back at work and doing what you want to do in life in no time. If you have numbness and tingling in your hand, give us a call at Bari Orthopedics or log on at bariorthopedics.com.
Start your Saturday with a whiff of the great outdoors.
Captain Kevin Favor here with Captain Kirk and Jeff Loggeman, and we bring you the fresh air of the great outdoors.
On the Nimnit Outdoors Show, presented by Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic and Air Conditioning on 1010XL.
Overheard at the Hard Rock Bet Party. No, you see, you get $150 in bonus bets after your first $5 bet hits.
Did somebody say hit?
Whoa, Ray Lewis? We were just saying if your bet hits.
Huh? You know I love a good form tackle.
We know, Ray. We know.
Hard Rock Bet Sportsbook. Roll with us. New players bet $5, get $150 in bonus bets if you win. Payable in bonus bets. Not a cash offer. Offered by Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
When you're faced with damage in your home from water, fire, or mold, you need a team with the expertise to fix it right.
Rest-A-Pros!
A locally owned, nationally backed franchise that's here to help you when you need them. A team that does it right the first time.
Rest-A-Pros!
Remember, you don't have to use the insurance company's preferred contractors. Get it done right by a licensed professional you can trust. Call 904-201-9151 or go to RestaProsNEFlorida.com. That's RestaProsNEFlorida.com.
Rest-A-Pros!
Be the first to discover the best new home community in beautiful Green Cove Springs. Highland Trail, where the rhythm of life slows down. Enjoy green spaces, luxury pools, pickleball courts, winding trails, and more at livehighlandtrail.com. Choose from 3 premium builders, just starting in the 300s.
Oh, at Highland Trail.
When it's game time, make feeding the crowd easy. Chicken Salad Chick serves fresh Southern-style chicken salad, flavorful sides, and crowd-favorite catering trays. Order ahead at chickcatering.com or visit one of 4 area locations today.
Start the fresh new you with Local Fair Jacks, the online farmers market, delivering fresh local food to your door. Start for just $7 with code FRESH1010 at localfairjacks.com.
Been in a car crash? I'm local attorney Rick Alexander, and I've made it our mission at the Alexander Law Practice to listen to you so I can fight for the best possible result for you. I've been practicing over 30 years, and our team focuses on guiding you through the entire process. And because fees and reimbursement costs come out at the end of the case, I will never ask you to come out of pocket. For a free review, call 904-400-6600 or log on to alexanderlawpractice.com, Jacksonville.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. Thursdays on XL Primetime are restored by Rebound Rehab with 11 locations across the First Coast. Check out reboundrehab.com.
Definitely want to check them out. They definitely will help you if you've been in an auto accident, a sports injury, workers' comp, whatever it might be. Just make sure you get in touch with a team of physical therapists that are highly trained and ready to take care of you. The original one with my man Hamad was in St. Augustine, and he built it up to a dozen locations. So make sure you check him out, reboundrehab.com. So we're hanging out at the beautiful Ale House, the patio bar right here at the Avenues Ale House. So drop on by and say, hey, enjoy some zingers. The lunch specials are always outstanding, so you can definitely check them out on this Thursday. But let's get into our XLP Big Three. We're going to talk, really kind of advance everything into the postseason now that they've lost. What are they going to do from here? So I'll just report to you guys as fact, okay? De'Ami Brown and Emmanuel Ogbah are free agents, okay? I'm just going to report that to you as fact. All right, they signed one-year deals, which means if you want them back next year, you're going to have to ink them to another deal.
Negative.
Where do you go?
Exit stage right.
Okay, listen, every Wednesday I should do I was about De'Ami Brown. I thought it would be better. He got hurt.
Hey, you weren't the only one. You weren't the only one.
I was just
there were a lot of people on this station crowing about that.
Never forget that playoff run with Washington.
I know,
dude, right? And somebody was the guy who was saying, "What do you guys? Did you guys watch what he did all season?"
Yeah, but this is what happens to me. I get him involved in a prop bet. He wins money for me, and then all of a sudden I'm his biggest fan. That's exactly what happened. All right, so of the obvious ones, let's go XLP Big Three. You guys jump in 641-1010. Hit the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures. Prioritize them, Big Sirs. They could be just to kind of give you an idea of the free agents, and then you can add in the ones that you want to ink.
Well, I mean, my number one guy is the guy who's already under contract, but I think he deserves an extension. Is Parker Washington.
Okay,
I love Parker Washington.
All right, I like it.
I mean, he's Trevor's go-to guy. He's the guy that's he's fearless. He goes down the middle. He catches the passes, toe taps. I mean, he's the number one guy. We say we don't have a sincere number one receiver down the stretch. I think he is. I think he has all the components. I think he has all the. I think he has all the components as far as his catch radius, his speed, his route running, to where he deserves an extension on his contract.
He's almost like a shorter Jackson Smith and Jibba.
Yeah, well, a lot of people have. I like that comp. A lot of people have comped him with a Steve Smith. And I think that's another good one.
That's a good one.
But let's not forget special teams.
That's another element.
Exactly.
Okay, so I like the fact that you went to a guy, ink him now, as opposed to
ink him now.
That you're looking at all right, so the other guys, the Devin Lloyds, the ETNs, the Dewey Wingers, Greg Newsome, these are the guys that are free agents coming up, and you can sign them to a new deal. Dennis Gardeck, they acquired him, but he was only brought in with an expiring contract. All right, you're first on your XLP Big Three.
First off, I love Parker Washington. I love that choice. That's a great choice. He doesn't have to be signed. That's the thing.
Right.
He doesn't have to be extended. And if you're searching for money, I don't know what you tell him. Hey, we're going to pay you, after next year, whatever it is. But he doesn't have to be. Now, to me, and I always go back to what Leon says all the time, that if you don't take care of your locker room, that's going to be a problem within the locker room.
Yep, and I think it's
spot
on.
Yeah, and you've got a guy who developed into an all-pro linebacker, second-team all-pro linebacker. You cannot let Devin Lloyd go. You can't. And I know if you have to, does that mean you have to overpay him? No. But you can pay him where he's happy.
Right. You can get creative. That's for sure.
You can certainly. Look, he may want to go. We don't know, right? He may want to go.
There's already. I
don't think you're going to put the tag on him, right?
Right. Well, all right, so let's just go here.
What'll be the 1 year expensive, but it'll be expensive
because we already have fact checkers on the text line that let us know that Devin Lloyd's already been mentioned, has been given a number mentioned to him, and he's not been 100% on it. So they've at least exchanged ideas, okay? Which who would accept the first offer? Are you kidding me? Especially after the year that he had. But just to kind of
is that Trent Baalke on the text line?
Maybe. But let's just. By the way, I got a burner now on X. I got Joe C. Burner because they knocked me off of X.
Yeah, you've been trying to sell us Teslas and Bitcoin and all kinds of stuff.
I got just absolutely bit by some stupid hacker and I love you, Hack. But
so did Lauren Brooks.
Yeah,
Same thing, yeah.
And Hickett.
Yeah.
And so I got hacked. If you guys can get me back on X, I would love it. It's not like I fill up your timeline with too much stuff.
Never click on anything.
I thought this was Joe for sure. January 10th. What a smooth withdrawal. I used to be skeptical about Bitcoin, but with her guidance, I've been making real profits.
It's unbelievable.
Got paid straight to the bank. If you're curious, check it out here.
And then my beautiful new ride that I got. All right, so if you can help.
Apparently you made $54,000 in Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Share the wealth.
And, by the way, don't DM me because I can't do that. But anyway, I got knocked off. So if you guys got any advice, give it to me. But there are certain guys, the Devin Lloyd right now, that decided not to pick up his option. And so he goes into his final year knowing that he's got to play for it. 3.2 right now. But just imagine if he were to be tagged, Big Sirs, how much money he would get. So I'm going to put him up as my XLP Big 3, number 1 as well. I'm going to dupe what Matt Hayes just said because you're trying to look at certain players on the defensive side that you feel like you have to have back. And I don't think you can ignore the uptick in performance, the age, and the potential that he has. Is he going to play to that same level with new money in his pocket?
Right, but I also think what are you telling your locker room at that point? Like, if you're telling somebody, look, we got to see it before we pay you, and then he shows it, and then you don't pay him.
Right. It would not be good.
Yeah.
Now, all right, so let's just go ahead and do that. That's the dupe. So go to your next XLP Big 3.
Yeah, it would be Devin Lloyd. My next guy would be Devin Lloyd. You can't let an all-pro, a second-team all-pro, leave your locker room and not pay him and franchise tag him because you tell him by not picking up his option, hey, I need to see more out of you.
Right.
And then you see more out of him, and then you don't pay him. And then you make him wait a year to get an extension. I mean, I hate franchise tag, by the way.
Right.
I know you do, but they could do that as a 1-year stopgap.
Yeah, they could do it.
And then if he goes back to playing the way he did his first few years, then you just cut him loose.
All right, so you ready?
Right?
Users.
Yes, but you know how the league is,
I know how the league is.
But at the very least, you sign it.
But I'm just saying. But yeah, I know
that amount of money.
So what's the money for?
All right, so you ready?
Yeah.
All right, so if you go linebacker,
I know you don't like it, bro. It's kind of the reality of the situation.
No, because I put everything at risk as a player.
Right.
Going into the season,
I totally get it.
Playing unprotected, and so I'll become an all-pro.
Yes.
And then you have the luxury of putting a stamp on me. No, you can't go nowhere.
I agree.
Unpack your bags.
I agree.
He's still angry.
I mean, he'll still get like $16 million for it. But
but he won't see that money until the season starts.
Yeah, and
I want floating money. I want off-season money when free agency hits.
Well,
I want long-term.
He likes that signing bonus that they can spread on the books over X number of years, but he gets it now. All right, so if you are franchise tagged as a linebacker, you're looking at a pretty nice payday, $27.5 million, we will call it.
27 and a half? I thought it was like 16.
No.
That must be for the transition.
Bro, these are new years. These are new. These numbers are growing every single year. 20, let's call it 23 if it's a transition.
Yeah.
27 and a half. It's a franchise tag.
Wow. 27 and a half.
They're going to have to make a tough decision when it comes to that.
The NFL is recession-proof.
Yeah.
It's going up.
Mm-hmm.
No, I know that, but 27 and a half?
That's a lot of money. Yeah. It is a lot of money.
Meanwhile, as an example, let's just go ahead and
I might have to reassess what I was just saying.
Okay, so
I may have to reassess there, bro. 27 mil?
Okay, but let's make this clear. Let's make this clear. You sign him to a 5-year deal. You give him that money up front, and you bring that number down to where it's a much more manageable number. But to do that, you are going to have to commit to him long-term after one good year.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay?
Right, but that's also that money you throw up front is also going to be dead cap money too, though.
Well, not necessarily.
In case he
if he's not
goes
there,
back to what he was.
If he's not there, it's dead cap. But if he's there and you're paying him, take a look at what Jacoby Myers just got.
See, here's the thing. I'm always cautious about guys who play like they play in contract years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because now Josh Allen had 10 sacks his rookie year, okay?
Yeah.
But then his contract year he had 17 and a half.
Right, he was
And
kind
then-
of iffy.
Yeah, he was there. He
And
was
then he had 17 and a
I called
half,
him
and now guess what?
I called him Casper.
Right back.
Like those 2 years where
Right.
he was ghost.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But then when his contract year came around, we got 17 and a half, and now we haven't seen double digits ever since.
No,
then.
back to back.
Back to back.
Yeah.
So
Eight or-
that's what
eight, eight
that's
and a
what
half,
you're dealing with. That's just the reality you're dealing with. Because he's going to want to go. I think that Devin Lloyd is going to want maybe 5 years, 100.
Yeah, which should be in that. Now that's an affordable deal if he gets that.
5
If you
years.
give him, yeah, if you
I
give
was
him
going to say, I think he's going to want more than that.
Yeah, he's going to want more than 100.
Yeah,
I think he's going to want like 4 years, 100 is what he's
Yeah,
going to want.
4 years,
Probably.
100.
Yeah.
Probably. But if you can give him some upfront money and let it spread out, yeah, I know it's hard. It's hard to imagine. But
Yeah, you're right. 4 years, 100.
Hang on, real quick. I hate to say this to you, bro, but it's not unlike a certain guy to my left here
What happened?
who was second team All Pro,
True.
and then all of a sudden, guess what? Look what you want, and you got it.
I did get it.
And you got it.
Now Drew moved, maneuvered, and manipulated, but I got it.
True, but you got it.
I did get it. I did
Right,
get
so
it.
there
But
will
was
be
no-
someone
but
out there who will pay him.
But there was no franchise tag back then.
True.
Because the Steelers were the franchise.
But it's a very similar situation.
Yeah, true.
Where
I know.
I mean, you played better prior to that, but you had
Well, the first
you had a second team All Pro.
Yeah, with the first 8
which
games,
was a big deal.
I was a mess first 8 games. I'm just being honest. Bro.
So all right. Now I think we need to make this other point as well, real quick. The one thing about what Josh Hines Allen did, even though he had himself a year in a contract situation, he got paid. Then he came back the next year, and it was a stinky year. At the very least, he did the big number. What was it? 17 and a half? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
When it appears there was bad coaching. So you do have to give him credit for that, because all these other guys have kind of toiled in anonymity because of bad coaching. Devin Lloyd was he wasn't anything. At least Josh Hines Allen did make hay when either Mike Caldwell or the Cheap Trick defensive coordinator, Ryan Rick Nielsen, was coaching him. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see a little bit.
I mean, you also have to look in the future a little bit because like if they don't sign Parker Washington and he has an 85 catch year with 11, 12 touchdowns, what do you think he's going to command then?
Price is going to go way
Yes.
up. That's the deal. You want to try and get ahead of
But
something.
Joe, you got to also remember when it came to Josh Allen, even though he was on the bad coaching, he was still auditioning for other teams.
Yeah, very
So
true.
to say.
Very true.
You know what I'm saying?
And he played inspired, and like I said, there's something to that. But at the same time, you want to see him do it every single year. Guys that are hungry keep producing because they want to achieve. They want to be the best in the game. Yeah, I got my pay. Now I'm going to just go still be me on the football field. All right, so you're second. He put Devin Lloyd in there. It's not like we're going to surprise anybody with some of these decisions. But who you got next?
My third? Oh, you go ahead. Your second guy. You already did your second guy?
No, not yet.
Okay, go ahead. Your
All
second
right,
guy.
all right. So my number 2, I think you got to keep Buster Brown. I do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he played really well this year. He led the team in passes defended. I think he's ascending, and when you're talking about guys you want to keep and guys you want to pay those ascending guys. And he's gotten better every year, and he really played well this year.
Mm-hmm.
Now, where does he fit in the defense? Because if Travis Hunter comes back and he's your number 1 corner, right?
Right.
Then where does he fit? Is Jari in your 2? Is he your 2? Right?
Yeah.
So I do you pay a guy to be a 3 corner? So I mean, there's all kind of questions out there, but I like the fact that he's ascending, and I want to pay ascending guys, no doubt about that.
Yeah. All right, my next guy is ETN because it comes at an $11 million price tag, and if you are trying to massage these numbers, you're trying to figure out what makes the most sense. Travis Etienne, another guy that was unlocked.
What's that
this
franchise
year.
tag?
It would be, I would go transition with him.
Okay.
Because you're only going to keep him for a year, and it's 11 and a half. Okay, so for the running back, you're not in a bad position financially. 11.4 compared to 14.1 if you franchise. I mean, I'm not going to do that. I'm a transition tag him. And there are different rules that are associated with that. But I like the idea of that because you're not on the hook for as much. Look at what they just paid.
But somebody will offer him more than that. Then you're going to have to pay it if you want to keep it.
They'll have to pay him. And you lose him, you don't necessarily get anything for him, but you also aren't on the hook.
Yeah,
franchise
but again,
tag,
I think,
franchise tag, you get compensated.
See, the problem is I think, again, you're talking about you're telling the locker room, I don't care if you play well. It's a business. And that's dangerous.
You got to feed the family first.
Yeah, but running backs, they are already prepared for that.
Well, my number 3 is ATN, but is ATN as well. Yeah. So, I mean, what is Trevor in play on restructuring to keep his board?
Yeah.
He's one of the guys that I'm guessing Matt is mentioning when he said.
Well, there's 2 guys that can
Josh
restructure.
Hines, Allen, and Trevor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Free up some cash.
Yeah.
All right,
I mean, I just think he played this was his best season. ETN.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I just think you can't just say, okay, see you later.
And the dude.
Again, he's ascending.
Watch. Watch.
No, I understand what you're saying, JJ, and I get it. That you don't pay running backs. But I just think you're going to let a guy go who's at the prime of his career and it just had his best season and was critical to your success this year.
And finally got good coaching, and boy, did he thrive in the passing game as a receiving running back. Of course, the run game over 1,000 yards.
He also got better in pass pro. Like he's a legit NFL back.
Yeah, but Tootin looked so good, man.
Yeah, towards the end. The only reason I'm saying I want that, JJ, is because I need one more year of ETN, and then Bache will bust loose. It's Freddie and MJD. And remember, Fred left unhappy because he didn't get paid. Let's not forget that.
Yeah.
All right, so let's keep the conversation going. You guys jump in, 641-1010. Hit the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures. We're hanging out at the Avenues Ale House. We're in the bar area. We'd love for you to drop on by a Bud Light build-up to the NFL playoff weekend right here on XLP.
XL Primetime, driven by Duval Ford.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm dedicated to helping businesses manage risk, maximize opportunities, and move their company forward. Jimerson Burr attorneys are business-oriented lawyers, equally comfortable as community leaders, private transaction counselors, or courtroom advocates. If you have a legal issue of any kind affecting your business, contact the firm at 389-0050 or jimersonfirm.com.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes. It's a new year, and whether you're starting a new routine or making player picks for the first time, trying something new can be hard. But in life and with Prize Picks, it always feels good to be right. With high-pressure playoff matchups every weekend and elite hoops action almost every night, the action never stops. All you do is pick more or less on at least 2 player stat projections and watch your winnings roll in. It's that simple. And now Prize Picks has early payouts. If your lineup is off to a hot start, you have the option to cash out before the game even finishes. At Prize Picks, how you play is up to you. You can choose Flex Play and get paid even if one of your picks misses, or Power Play for the biggest payouts. And all Prize Picks withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. Download the Prize Picks app today, use promo code 1010XL, and get $50 in lineups instantly when you play $5 in lineups. That's promo code 1010XL to get $50 instantly in lineups when you play 5 in lineups. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
This is Garrett Scantlin, and I highly recommend Southeast Orthopedic Specialists for any orthopedic issue you have. I'm back to my Olympic training, and I feel great.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
My son had a meniscus surgery a couple years ago. Went smooth as silk, was playing tennis in 2 weeks. This is Patrick Malarkey, and I highly recommend Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
When it comes to glass, you don't want average. You want flawless. Duval Glass and Mirror has transformed homes and businesses across Jacksonville for over 35 years. Frameless showers that wow. Mirrors cut exactly to your style. Fogged or broken glass replaced. Decorative tabletops. Windows replaced or repaired to stand up to Florida storms. All backed by a 100% guarantee. Visit DuvalGlass.com for your free quote. There's only one name for glass and mirror around these parts. It's Duval.
It's January in Jacksonville, so you turn on the shower knob expecting hot water. It comes up cold. That's a tough loss to start the day, but Duck Duck Rooter is here to turn things around with the new year, new water heater promotion. Duck Duck Rooter makes replacing that old water heater a winning play. Right now, get a new water heater installed for just $14.99 on select models with standard installation. Call now to schedule your free estimate and take the cold shower off the scoreboard. 904-862-6769 or duckduckrooter.com.
Spend an evening with James Taylor.
and his all-star band. The music icon is back on tour. September 22nd and 23rd, St. Augustine Amphitheater. The multiple Grammy Award-winning James Taylor, and a night full of his biggest hits. Tickets on sale Friday at 10 a.m. at AXS.com. Spend the night with a friend. James Taylor.
Hey, can you blow up some balloons for Jack's party?
I can't. I'm so congested.
You need Sinex Saline from Vicks.
Sinex Saline Nasal Spray.
Yeah, just Sinex. Breathe.
Sinex Saline instantly clears everyday congestion associated with colds and year-round allergies with a gentle, ultra-fine mist that's no mess and easy to control.
Daddy, we need more balloons.
On it.
Enjoy life's important moments without congestion. Try Sinex Saline from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Thursdays on XL Primetime are restored by Rebound Rehab with 11 locations across the First Coast. Check out reboundrehab.com.
So here's the problem I have right now, okay?
Okay, you got you a problem.
It's the season's over, right? We're about 5 days from the college football season being over. It's January. It's cold.
It is cold.
This blows. This is the worst time of year. You know that?
Listen, I would
the
never
worst time.
Like, I understand why you people came down here, you people from the north. I totally get it. This on like a day-to-day, never-end, week-to-week, month-to-month basis, say from, I don't know, December on, to hell with this cold.
Shoveling.
I don't know how you people, I don't know how you did it.
I did it for 2 years and just never went back. And couldn't even imagine doing
It
that
is
again.
just insane. Like my baby Hyla is up there with the son-in-law, little Joey McCarrick, and they're up there in Nashville, and it's like biting cold. And if you guys kind of like,
it's going to be biting cold tonight here, bro.
I know, but like I'm used to a 4-day winter, and then I'm done with it. Okay?
Did you guys see the forecast for the NFL games this weekend, particularly in Chicago? Yeah.
No, what is it?
It's in the teens, snowing all day, and then
like 12
in
degrees.
Foxborough, it's going to be in the high 20s.
Listen, I'm gonna need y'all to toughen up a little bit.
No.
And I played in this weather, and y'all talking
Okay,
about.
then go
y'all
back
talk-
to Pittsburgh.
y'all-
How about
I'm just saying. I played in this weather.
All right, we'll go back.
And y'all are fully clothed.
Are you going to go back?
Well, you suit, huh?
Hey, why did you come south? Because
Right.
you
Why
wanted
did you
to
come
warm up.
south?
Because I got paid. That's why I came south.
And that warms you up.
Well,
too.
Pittsburgh was
Yeah.
going to pay the same thing.
No, they weren't.
Somebody else would have paid the same.
significantly lower.
The classic.
Jacksonville overpaid for me.
It is true. We be and moan a lot about being in the cold, and then like I said, every single time I have to stop myself because I know right now, like the 210 painter or somebody that's on the roof right now,
Exactly.
from Preferred or whatever.
Look, I get it. Yeah.
My electric,
Yeah,
American
guys
Electric-
out there roofing and
And the-
lawn service.
Yes, I feel for them.
the ones who are
Absolutely.
delivering the beer.
I'm preaching for them.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
I think you need to go out there and experience it.
I've experienced it. Believe me, I'm preaching for them. Is what I'm doing.
Hey, we're blue collar too.
Yeah, I just feel for all the dudes that got to get it done.
Now the Jags almost had
and
to
the
go up
ladies,
there
too.
this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would have been something. Gosh, it would have been something. All right, 641-1010. You guys jump in. Like, we should not exclude the ladies because Bella, one of the electricians at American Electrical, she kicks butt. Okay, so there are plenty of the ladies as well. We will not ignore them. That's for sure. But we are hanging out here in the warm patio of the Avenues Ale House with a Bud Light build-up to the weekend. So let's just stay on the conversation. And I want to make this one point. Okay. And it should not be lost on anybody. I know it's not. All of Duval and beyond. The bulky build was a disaster. Okay, we know that. What Jimmy Gladstone's has done in a short period of time gives you a lot of hope. The Doug Peterson performance level against Liam Cohen, 413 versus 14-3. Come on, okay?
Soft serve.
Exactly. And you just hope this lasts. But this time last year, I keep saying it, a coach had been fired. a GM had yet to be fired. A coach had pulled his name out of consideration, and the drama unfolded where basically Shad had to pull anchor on that big yacht of his and just sail it on down to Tampa and get Liam Cohen and fish him out of Tampa Town and bring him back up here. But are you ready for this, fellas? The free agents last year compared to this year, because we're talking about who you keep, who you got to keep. Mac Jones, C.J. Beathard, Brandon Sheriff, Blake Hance, Luke Farrell, Andre Sisco, Dearness Johnson, old Jeremiah Ledbetter, and you know I loved him. Honestly, those are
some pretty damn good players.
This is who you were at risk of losing last year.
Oh, my goodness.
And Trent said, gather round, men. We've got some decisions to make, and these aren't going to be easy. And so here we are. This is a hell of a lot better because they were better. Now these are Balky's men, okay? We can't ignore that. At the very least, he plucked Parker out of the draft and Brenton Strange out of the draft. We'll give him credit. But obviously the coaching is much better because I still have to point out Balky is the one who stalled the hire on Doug Peterson the first time, which didn't allow him to hire his staff the way he wanted to. It had to be pieced together because, remember, he didn't get it until the second interview, which was just ridiculous. And then, obviously, the length of time it took for Cohen to get hired, they also had to piece that bad boy together. But just think of where we are versus last year.
I mean, it's night and day with what they've done. There's no doubt about that, and they should be obviously commended for that. But again, it's like I said earlier in the program, and I know you guys don't want to hear this, but you can't. Let's move forward, man.
Oh, we are.
Let's move forward.
It doesn't mean we can't just rip the Band-Aid off and all of a sudden we're well. I mean, this one's
that's the best way to do it, man.
This is going to take some time.
You got to pace yourself. It's not a sprint; it's a marathon.
Yeah,
it's a marathon.
You want to feel sorry for yourself?
No, give me a week. Give me a week.
Yeah, and it's safe to.
I get it. I understand.
No, but you know, Coach Ingram said that. You know, when they lost when we in 2000, you know, the championship game, whatever. He said that the only way they can recover is just to get back to the business of ball.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. That's the only way you can.
I'll tell you what, it will be difficult this weekend watching those games.
Yeah, it will be.
Knowing, especially the AFC games, knowing that you know what. Okay. They could have won this conference.
Let me tell you something that y'all didn't have to deal with when I had to deal with the 2000. All right, Tom Coughlin was the coach at the Pro Bowl. Just let that sink in.
Oh God.
Oh my goodness, I can't even explain to you.
Was he still?
He was trying to run the Pro Bowl like training camp.
I do love it,
bro. He was running like training camp. I had Keyshawn and Cortez Kennedy, rest his soul, asked me, "Is he for real right now? Is he for real?" I said, "Bro, he is dead serious."
Okay, so I'm going to pull this up.
He was still annoyed about losing.
I'm going to pull this up because this is just to give you an idea of just how difficult it is to say goodbye to a season. A poetic gesture from a Jaguar fan that I will read a little bit of the dramatic reading.
Wow. All right.
Now, we have to get to what Liam said about Travis Hunter because he was, quote, going to be a difference maker, a unicorn, a everything. And we didn't get to see him for...
Yeah, I didn't see unicorn.
Yeah, more than 50%. Did not see it. You're right.
Even within the 50%.
I didn't even see pony.
I didn't see unicorn.
I wanted to take a pony. I didn't need a unicorn.
I was promised Shohei Ohtani.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, and I got
we were guaranteed that.
Yes, we were.
And now we got a painted pony with some of the sprinkles coming off of the unicorn horn.
Boot pal.
All right, so let's get to that coming up here in just a second. It is XL Primetime from the Ale House at the Avenues. Just drop on by.
XL Primetime.
Driven by Duval Ford. The Gator Boys are back and ready to defend their national title.
Florida will cut down the nets. Winners of the national championship.
This is Gator Country. Your home for Gators Hoops is 1010XL.
If your ride is making strange noises, don't wait and make it work. Come to Action Transmission on Merrill Road. My expert technicians can diagnose the problem and likely fix it fast. Experience the difference at Action Transmission on Merrill Road.
I'm Chris Campione. Veterans have given so much in the service of our country, but when it comes to legal challenges, you shouldn't have to fight alone. At Campione Law, we're here to help veterans like you get the support and compensation you deserve. Whether it's a workplace injury, a personal injury claim, or navigating a veteran's disability claim, we'll stand by your side every step of the way. Your service to our country matters. Let us serve you with the dedication and respect you deserve. Call Campione Law for a free consultation today. Campione Law, fighting for veterans, fighting for justice. Visit CampioneLaw.com.
Campione Law.
This date in sports history is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On January 15th, 2023, LeBron James surpasses 38,000 NBA career points, joining only Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
If you're tired of weekend projects turning into weekend disasters, you're not alone. Building a fence isn't as easy as it looks. And let's face it, your neighbor still hasn't fixed his lopsided masterpiece. But Superior Fence and Rail makes it easy. Highly trained professionals, top quality materials, and a fence you'll love for years to come. Skip the stress and call the pros today.
When you're on the fence, about a fence, SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
Hey gang, Prosser here. When it comes time to sell your home, don't worry about any, quote, problems you think might be related, because I've got the perfect team that will keep you right on track. In fact, they've got a guarantee that you can't beat. And that is Chad and Sandy, the agents I would call to sell my home. You see why? Your home sold guaranteed, or they will buy it. Need to sell now? Chad and Sandy have instant offers. Fast, easy, and stress-free. But the promise is this. Chad and Sandy guarantee your home sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or they will buy it. Jacksonville homes are selling, but many take months and a low price to sell. Getting top price means aggressive marketing. Chad and Sandy Newman are the Jacksonville experts who have proven systems to drive demand to sell your home. Darcy in San Jose said, I felt too isolated in my retirement. I wanted to buy in a different area, better suited for me. I spoke to several agents who didn't seem to care. I needed to find someone I could rely on. In come Chad and Sandy, and in 3 days, the home was sold. ChadandSandy.com or 904-414-6200.
Did you know that an annual coating inspection can extend the life of your building by years? Catching early signs like hairline cracks, fading, and moisture intrusion helps prevent costly repairs down the road and keeps your property looking its best. Our team at Performance Painting helps you stay ahead of maintenance with professional inspections and long-lasting coating solutions. Protect your building, protect your budget. Go to performance-painting.com to schedule a free inspection. Performance Painting, repair, protect, preserve.
Performance Painting.
Hey, David again here with Royal Pet Services. It's that time of year when rodents start making their way into our homes. Layson, tell them what they need to get in.
A quarter-size hole.
That's right. That's all they need. Hey, tell them where to go for a free attic and exterior inspection.
Visit RoyalPetServices.com.
Ticket here for Action Garage Door. Nothing more frustrating than your garage door misfiring. When it does, I call Action Garage Door. They take action. Jeff and Art and crew, Jacksonville folks, not some big out-of-town chain. Something goes wrong with your garage door, take action. Check them out. Garage Door 911. GarageDoor911.com.
You lost your swing. We got to go find it.
It's your Saturday morning swing adjustment.
Grip it and rip it.
Get the golf tips and talk to take your game to the next level. The Edwin Watts Golf Hour. Saturday mornings at 10 on 1010XL.
When all you have is a hammer, everything is a nail. I'm Dr. George Bari, and like me, I know you have been bombarded with PRP and stem cell treatments from companies that promise the world and charge prices to match. Or the surgeon that convinced you the only way to treat your injuries through surgery. At Bari Orthopedics, we offer the best PRP treatment on the market with prices that won't cost you an arm and a leg. We also have the expertise to treat your injury surgically, if that is what it entails. We can discuss all surgical and non-surgical options with you and make sure you get the best treatment available. Come see me, Dr. George Bari at Bari Orthopedics.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. Thursdays on XL Primetime are restored by Rebound Rehab with 11 locations across the First Coast. Check out reboundrehab.com.
Hanging out at the Avenues Ale House right here at the corner of Southside Boulevard and Phillips Highway. Drop on in. You can enjoy a cold one, the Bud Light build-up to the weekend as we get ready for the divisional round of the postseason. As we opened up our show, we simply said, hey, there's 8 teams that are still alive, and it sucks that it ain't one of us being part of the 8 in the divisional playoff weekend. All of Duval, you'll all share in this, that's for sure. But my buddy Dorico, he sends me, not to be confused with Duraco, he sends me.
Or Mike Tirico.
Yeah, exactly. He said, that's good. Thank you. He sends me a poem. And it's basically, it was a family tailgate. His beautiful wife, Mary, put it together, posted it. And I'm like, I got to read a little bit of this just to kind of, because this is what Duval's feeling. This is the pinch that Big Zer's talking about. Real quick, the final drive. Not the ending we wanted. We even shed some tears. To see the bigger picture, we should rewind through the years. It started back in 95 when football came to town. Since then, we've had some highs, but mostly ups and downs. Taylor, Brunell, Cersei, Baselli. I'm sure you've heard those names. The pride of the Jaguars, Tony's in the Hall of Fame. We got close that one time until that whistle made that sound. And everybody knows Miles Jack wasn't down. We struck a deal with Liam Cohen in the middle of the night. We hate to get our hopes up, but somehow it felt right. Injuries and trades, our defense kept us in. It wasn't always pretty, but this team began to win. Next, we are the AFC champs of the South. They gifted Trevor diamonds and put them in his mouth. The city was electric. You could feel it all around. For the first time in years, there was confidence in the crowd. There were moments in that game when we thought we were moving on. But just like that, the final drive, the dream was there, then gone. It stings more than I thought. It's really just a game. But when you're that invested, it doesn't land the same. It hurts more because we had talent, a realistic chance. But I'd rather feel crushed than not be invited to the dance. So I just took a few excerpts out of it.
They're down
But Mary,
bad.
yeah, she kicked butt. She kicked butt on that one.
Leon, are you going to do this if we lose on Monday? Or are you going to write a little poem?
We're not losing on Monday, so I'm not worried.
I was just going to get drunk and yell.
Yeah, that's all you're going to do. That's going to be your therapy.
Annoy my wife.
Yeah, but you just got to, that's it, honestly.
Yeah.
The whole city could feel it big.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that says it all, about this franchise and how far we've come and how we had to deal with the ups and downs and to have a season like we had this season where the team was not – listen, no one had – I can't say that – I had them at 10 wins.
Yeah.
Anybody have them at over 10?
Yeah,
I had him at 9.
I was dreaming. I had him over.
And I was
Yeah,
worried about the 9. I thought that was way high.
Remember, it was July Joe that was all in love with that moment.
that's
That's
true.
the only reason I had him that
That's
high.
true. Well, listen, this team exceeded expectations, to be quite honest with you. And they overcame adversity, which we've never seen before. And this team was riding high. Listen, at some particular point during that 8-game winning streak, they were the best team in the AFC. We all saw it. We also, especially, I think it was more confirmed when we went to Denver. When we did what we did to Denver, when we beat them double digits or whatever. Yeah. I mean, we feeling good about this team that could beat anybody in the AFC.
Yeah.
I was saying that they're probably not the best team in the NFL, but I'll put them against anybody in the NFL in a game, one game series. So, I mean, you could be proud and sad at the same time with this team.
Yeah, I think it's – I also don't think that we can forget the fact that it wasn't just that 19-point lead they blew. That was terrible. But even the 2 games prior, you had to scrap to beat a bad Cardinals team. Mm-hmm. You needed Devon Hamilton to knock down a pass or you were going to lose to the Raiders, who had the second worst record in the league. Mm-hmm. Like, they were teetering there for a little bit, man. They were on the verge of, heading south, and they completely righted that ship and went on a roll.
I'm glad you brought that up, because let's just at least in this first hour, we need to get to the Travis Hunter discussion, need to get to the national championship conversation.
They were shaky.
Okay, this is the point I was going to make. I'm glad you brought this up, because I'm looking at this, and I rolled through this earlier with Coach Campo. Okay, this is from November on, all right? These are the quarterbacks that they faced. And this is why the defense is probably priority number 1. Liam has proven he can get a team to score.
Right.
They scored against Buffalo. But beginning with Geno Smith, you had to bat down a pass and win an OT. Then you played a Davis Mills-led Houston team and gave up a 19-point lead in the fourth quarter. You got Justin Herbert and beat his A.
Wait, don't forget about Jacoby Brissett.
Hang on. Let me just go through this. Okay, I'm glad you brought it up, because this is the point.
All right.
I got them in order. Okay, Geno in OT, you had to bat it down. Davis Mills, you lost that game after a 19-point lead. You beat
and a scramble from him.
Yes.
From how far? 20 yards out.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he ran it in.
My God.
It was 3rd and 14, whatever it was. And from 14 yards out, he ran it in.
He's the best quarterback on that roster.
He might be.
I'm dead-ass serious.
He's got a couple against Jacksonville,
Don't be
that's
ridiculous,
for sure.
JJ.
So you beat Justin Herbert and the Chargers. You're feeling really good. Mm-hmm. Then you need another overtime game to beat Jacoby Brissett and the Cardinals. Then you beat a rookie in Cam Ward. Then Danny Jones goes out and you beat Riley Leonard. Then you get a backup in Brady Cook. Then you get the quality win against the second-year Premier Man and Bo Nix. Then you get the grandfather.
The old man.
The old man.
Old man Rivers.
Old man Rivers. And then you get Cam Ward knocked out of a game after scoring, and you get Brandon Allen. So add all that up, people. That's two good quarterbacks since November, not counting Josh Allen. And that's the thing. This defense needs to be better when better shows up.
But to be fair, the two good quarterbacks they played, they beat that A, both of them.
Yeah, they did.
Both of them.
Yeah, it's hugely encouraging. I'm just simply saying that is a reality. That's what they're having their meetings about, saying, you know what? Yeah, we caught a couple
and
of
those
breaks.
are two good quarterbacks.
Yes.
Top 10 quarterbacks.
Yes. Yeah. So I'm just simply saying that this offense did enough to win this football game, and they know it as well as we know it, that they've got to get better on the back end and they got to get more pass pressure.
Yeah, I agree. They got to ramp it up on defense. Absolutely got to wrap it up on defense.
And so they'll make some of those decisions. All right, we got plenty off the text line that will tie back to that coming up. The Ale House at the Avenues would love to see you. Derek, who runs the place here, you can tell he does his push-ups. Like, if you wanted to arm wrestle him, you ain't going to win, okay? You are not going to win. But just drop on by. You see the friendly staff. You can get you some cold Bud Lights. You can get zingers, pot stickers, whatever it might be. We would love to see you. It is XL Primetime.
XL Primetime, driven by Big Number 1 Duval Ford, the number one place to buy your next vehicle. When the defense delivers, victories pile up.
This is where you find out what you're made of on defense.
Superior Fence and Rail highlights the defensive player of the game.
Down he goes!
On 1010XL, Superior Fence and Rail, where quality matters.
Playoff football calls for the grill. The January Rancher Box from local Fair Jacks is packed with pasture-raised beef, free-range chicken, and pork. All local, all delivered. Stock up for game day at localfairjacks.com.
Flame Broiler, the Rice Bowl King, is turning up the flavor with new char wings. These wings are charbroiled, never fried, grilled to perfection for a big taste without the grease. Grab them as a 3-piece or 10-piece side, or make it a meal with a 6 or 8-piece combo, served with rice and a drink. Order pickup or delivery today from any of Flame Broiler's 5 Jacksonville locations, or call 904-619-2786. Flame Broiler, bold flavor done right.
2 hours of Teal Talk with Mike Dempsey and Fat Tony.
Jaguars today.
From the Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors Studios. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Every weekday from 10 to noon on 1010XL.
Get a healthy start in 2026. The Florida Department of Health in Duval County is here to help you get healthy and stay healthy all year long. Our dedicated team is committed to providing high-quality care and trusted public health services for our community. Our mission is simple: to protect, promote, and improve the health of you and your family. Learn more about our programs and services by visiting duval.floridahealth.gov.
WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Did you know there's local savings sitting in your mailbox right now? Money Pages is packed with real coupons from your favorite local businesses. Save money at restaurants like Al's Pizza, on pet care at Forever Vets, and on entertainment for the whole family at the Alhambra Theater. Plus, make sure to download the Money Pages app for savings on the go.
Pages in your mailbox right now.
Discover the fun and freedom of boating. Don't miss the Jacksonville Boat Show, January 23rd, 24th, and 25th at the Prime Osborne Convention Center. Presented by ViStar Credit Union. Tickets at boatjacks.com. That's boatjacks.com.
Hey, Hicken here. Leave all the 2025 dirt and celebrate the new year with our friends from Zero Res. Carpets, tile, hardwood, LVP, area rugs, upholstery. Basically every surface in your home can be Zero Resified. Time to call the cleaning pros at Zero Res, and don't forget about your air ducts. Zero Res has a 4.9 rating on Google with more than 8,000 reviews. Bring in the new year with 20% off carpet and upholstery cleaning, plus take $100 off your air duct cleaning when you mention 1010XL. 287-5727 or book online at ZeroResJacksonville.com.
New year, new club. This is Joe C., and I'm proud to be a member of Southampton. And with the popularity of golf, getting a tee time is tough. But with membership comes member privileges. Enjoy clubhouse dining, expanded practice area, focusing on all parts of your game. And right now, you can join with an annual commitment and get a $1,000 discount, plus $500 of Pro Shop credit. All the details are online at golfsouthampton.com or call 287-PLAY and make a tee time today.
at the Golf Club of Southampton.
Hello, this is Father Nicholas Lowe, and this month I want to talk to you about welcoming the winds of change in your life. But so often, when we see the winds of change coming our way, our immediate response is to fight it. Friends, when you see things in your life changing, when the winds of change are coming your way, don't fight it, but embrace it. Recognize that God is stirring you up so that you too can soar like an eagle.
For more inspiration, log on to stjohnthedivine.com.
What Major League Baseball pitcher won over 500 games and pitched 749 complete games?
When your homeowner's insurance policy is up for renewal, it's a good idea to shop around to find a better plan. Southern Oak Insurance for over 20 years provides Floridians a clear option. SouthernOak.com.
Our family protecting yours. Southern Oak Insurance.
With 511 wins and 749 complete games, Cy Young's record won't be matched.
Southern Oak Insurance, our family protecting yours.
This is your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm RJ Saunders for 1010XL. Although the season is over, the Jacksonville Jaguars have signed multiple players to reserve/future contracts. These are players who will spend the offseason with the Jags but aren't guaranteed to make the initial 53-man roster. Names include QB Carter Bradley and running back Jaquindon Jackson. Right now, 52 degrees at 102. Time in 10 brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. Thursdays on XL Primetime are restored by Rebound Rehab with 11 locations across the First Coast. Check out reboundrehab.com.
Cracking along, enjoying a beautiful Thursday. When you're inside a patio bar, I call this bar stool weather. When it gets cold or when it's rainy, you know that's kind of the way I describe it. And there are bar stools that are inviting you here at the Ale House at the Avenues, and we're having a good time. XL Primetime, Joe C., Matty Hayes. Check out his stuff at USA Today Sports. Big Search, the Hurricane Hall of Famer that's all fired up for Monday night's national championship. So we will definitely dig into that. But the Ale House inviting you to drop on by and enjoy. You can get into anything menu-wise, and, of course, a cold bucket of Bud Lights, especially when you're getting ready for the divisional playoff weekend as we look at some of these games. All right, we've been talking a bunch about the way things need to go down with this, with this roster and trying to figure out exactly who's going to stay, who they're going to say goodbye to, all that stuff. So one of our dudes off the text line, designed by Lifetime Enclosures, and he basically credits Trent Baalke for some things, blames him for others. Got us Parker, got us Buster, but also Brian Thomas Jr.
You're damn right.
All great picks. We could go on down the line. It'd be crazy to get rid of Travis Etienne. Sign him to a 3-year deal, not a 1-year deal.
Whoa.
Tootin is not Etienne. That's a little aggressive, bro. He said straight line running back when he's breaking down the Tootin film with very little wiggle and does not have the hands of Etienne. Etienne's the take it to the house guy on any given play. Got to keep Wingert. Had a great season, proved his worth. Got to keep Buster. And then he says Lloyd should not be overpaid after one good season. Big Search, your reaction to some of those thoughts?
Well, I mean, I don't know why we want to. I mean, we give him Baalke credit for picking guys but not developing them. That's what we're doing right now. Coaching matters.
Yeah.
Absolutely, coaching
Better
matters.
believe it.
If you don't have the proponents,
That's not on me. That's on the coaches, Leon.
Exactly, the ones that, but they go hand in hand. You got to be able to pick guys to develop guys so they can perform well. So I'm not giving them any credit for that. I mean, that's just going and putting your hand in and pulling the ticket, but not having a winner. So you got to have coaching behind it.
Yeah.
Well,
go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, I was talking about, I'm love to keep Dewey. But, I mean, if you keep Dewey, you're basically saying that you blew that pick on Ransaw.
Yeah, I just think you got to renew the roster. I'm a Dewey fan.
So am I.
And I hope he's Duval and he spells it DEWVALL for the rest of his life, and he hangs out here because Dewey's had himself a pretty damn good year. Don't think that
he's had a nice little career here.
Exactly. He might come back on the cheap depending on what he wants to do, but that's going to be the decision. Remember this: when they did sign him, he was among the highest paid and was viewed as a special teamer, which made him the highest paid special teams guy because he hadn't earned a starting job at that point. He has since started a number of games, but you still have to look at it. the Ransaws of the world, the development of an Antonio Johnson also means something.
Yeah, you got to think both those guys are on the field next year.
Yeah, exactly.
Both of those guys.
I mean, I love Dewey too, but he's trending on Lifeline Jaguar.
Mm-hmm.
He is. And at some point, you got to move on from
But
him.
if he's productive, I don't mind Lifeline Jaguar if he's productive, right?
He ain't. Yeah, he ain't some of those.
Yeah,
other,
I think he's been productive. You don't think he has?
He's been okay.
Yeah, he
All
ain't
right.
some of those other cats that definitely
Yeah.
that did make a living off of just being in the uniform and not making plays. And so you're definitely going to have to make some of these tough decisions. But turning over the roster, that's essentially what keeps you good. And you know that, Leon, way better than we do, because this team, when we just named off the guys that said goodbye a year ago that they didn't get re-signed as free agents versus the ones now, it gives you an idea of how much better this roster, the bottom of this roster became because of what the influence of Jimmy Gladstone's.
Yeah, I mean, you could just look at the offensive line and tell from that. I mean, how many different guys do we have to put in at different positions when guys went down and we not miss a beat?
Yeah.
I mean, that's coaching. That's being able to assemble guys in place where they're versatile enough to where they can play guard, tackle, right guard, left guard, all that kind of stuff. I mean, the offensive line alone lets you know that coaching matters.
Yeah.
Because you got your man Van Lannon, my MVP, had to play four different positions in like 9 games.
Yeah.
And be effective.
Exactly. To the bulky guy texting, I would argue that they were winning in spite of this roster.
Yeah. In spite of it. Well,
a lot of these guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because they still, I got to believe in that building, they still know they want an uptick level-wise at any position they can find a better guy at. They played above their punching weight, fighting weight, however you want to describe it. Yes, because there were certain guys that they made important to this franchise again through good coaching, and then they still have to make decisions on whether they're going to move on, because Jarian Jones and Buster Brown, as good as you saw them play at times, is still part of the secondary that lets Josh Allen go click, click, click down the field. And I'm a fan of both of those cats, big time.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm putting it all on them.
Well, there wasn't any pass rush.
Zero pass rush.
Yeah. And so you can go to that part of it too. The Trayvon Walker discussion. As a matter of fact, let's just at least fire off one of the Jimmy Gladstone's comments on Trayvon. Just as far as when you're evaluating the player and you know that the injuries were part of the season, they have to get a contract done with Trayvon Walker. They picked up the 5th-year option. They could wait, but that's going to be a big discussion. Here's Jimmy Gladstone on his eval.
Yeah, I think that's fair to ask. The thing that I really appreciate in watching Trayvon move is how much he loves this place, how much he loves his teammates. That just seeps out of his soul. And those are the types of people that you want to align yourself with. It's the type of players and that we want to make sure that are still in our building moving forward. And I know, obviously, dealing with injury, that's never easy for a player to tough through those types of things, especially when it's coming with a wrist and a knee simultaneously. It's not something that's easy, or many would be willing to put themselves at potentially risk for looking worse. And you wouldn't hold that against him. It's not something that's ever considered as long-term concern or anything of that nature. In fact, it's something that you would prop him up for, right? The willingness to step into that despite being sort of adverse situation, or your body's not feeling its best. That's stuff that he should take real pride in, and he's certainly somebody that we want to make sure we align ourselves with moving forward.
Dollar-wise, how do you align?
Well, if I'm Trayvon, I hear all that. I mean, like, sign the check. You like me? You like my toughness?
Clearly, they want to keep him.
You want to keep me? I didn't sign the check. What's the holdup? That's why if I'm his agent, that's what I'm saying. If I'm hearing what I'm hearing,
you love my 3.5 is what you're saying.
Exactly. You love my. Yeah, you love that. I'm a friend to everybody in the locker room.
Yeah.
I'm a tough guy. I play with, that kind of stuff. Sign the check.
But you can't have 2 high-paid edges. You can't.
Well, you can, but you will get worn out in other areas.
Quickly.
I'm trying to think of other guys like Will Anderson's still on a rookie contract, and Danielle Hunter got him a big deal to come down to Houston. So that the saving grace is that Will's still on a rookie deal, which is what Trayvon was when Josh got his deal, and they'll have that same type of discussion.
Next year they will.
Yeah, you could probably come up with a few other examples of where they had big-time rush-ins coming off both sides. But you're right, Matt, that there's only so much cash, only so much cake, and especially if Devin Lloyd is going to take up a big chunk of that too.
So if you're choosing between the two, And I know they're not going to choose between the two, maybe ever. But if you're choosing between the two, which one of those two are you taking, the edges?
41. 41 has at least displayed his ability to rush the passer on a much more regular basis.
Yeah, I'm taking.
Trayvon's a great.
You gonna make me pick?
Yeah, I'm going to make you pick.
Trayvon.
Yeah, I think I'd probably lean toward Trayvon too. He's the more complete player.
Yeah, most complete
Plus,
player.
he was injured a lot this year.
He was.
He was.
And he's coming off back-to-back 10-sack seasons.
Yeah, I'm certainly that's true, and I'm certainly not like 100% saying.
In fact, I don't think I should have to pay that lunch bet because of his injury. So,
yeah,
we really want to get down to brass tacks.
No, what is this? Prize picks and Hard Rock bet? Huh?
He's looking for,
yes, it is.
He's looking for an escape route. He's looking for escape.
I actually think it's exactly like Prize Picks.
Who are you?
If one of your players goes out with an injury, you don't have to pay. Yeah, I think it's exactly that.
Oh my gosh, what week was it in? It might have been the
I'm gonna
first
tell you
half.
like Liam Cole said, you're better than that. You're better than that. You're better than that, man.
I am better. You're right. But I mean, I guess my point is he was definitely ascending until this injury-filled season. No doubt about it.
All right, let's play a quick soundbite from Liam Cohen, just as far as Travis Hunter is concerned, because that's the one guy that we really haven't touched on too much, but potentially a wide receiver one. Is that a possibility? He's going to come back. They're going to be looking at, is he a two-way? Is he a unicorn? Is he going to see action on both sides? How much, how many snaps, all that stuff. Anyway, here's the question that was posed to Liam Cohen.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's all part of this evaluation process. I never really look at anybody as like one or two or three. It's just like, who do we have on the roster that's going to be active and that we can continue to work with and prepare through the offseason program with. Obviously, for him right now, it's about getting his rehab right and diving in mentally because of some of the limitations we'll have throughout the offseason program. But I'm really excited about getting back to work with Travis and continue that evolution and see what that looks like. And I'm going to take a few of these weeks here to look at that schedule and see what any of those changes or adaptations we may need to make.
Diving in mentally is one little part of that.
That's about as big a non-answer as you've ever heard.
Yeah, it's a good non-answer. And that's what you're supposed to do.
At what point do you get tired of the teetering back and forth with Trayvon? I mean, with Travis Hunter?
Well, I think more than anything else.
Like if you're Travis Hunter or the coaches?
The coaches.
Yeah. Like I think for me more than anything else, if you saw him on a consistent basis make big-time game-changing plays on both sides, then you would say, I got to have more of that. All right. When he got in the game against the Rams and this team was getting crushed, that was the first time you saw him in the end zone. First time you saw him over 100 yards. He definitely.
That was also garbage time.
I'll
be honest.
That's my point. That's the whole reason I'm making it. Because it was a team that was trouncing them. And that's when he finally found the end zone and finally got over 100 yards. So did you see him make game-changing plays? Well, the PI, which was a bad call against him in Cincinnati, who knows? That could have been a game-changer that led to a win, but it didn't because of the refs. For however you want to judge that play. Well, look, you didn't see him make enough of those types of plays to make you say, I got to have more on both.
Okay, that's perfect what you just said. Yeah. It segues perfectly into what I was going to say. I'm just not sure that less than a year after you drafted this guy and called him a unicorn and trade away some significant draft capital, are you going to say, we're just going to stick him a corner and that's it? Like, I think you almost have to continue with your idea of he's going to play both ways. Or you've admitted that you blew the pick.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
I think with the injury, you're going to keep trying right now.
Because the team has all the leverage. Why would they have to go with that? He won without them, 13-4. The team has the leverage. They're going to come in the offseason and say, hey, listen, we're good at wide receiver. We're good at wide receiver right now. We need you. We need you at corner.
No, I get that, but what I'm saying is you're still admitting that you blew the pick. Or the framework of the pick. I shouldn't say blew the pick. The framework of the pick of he's going to be a unicorn. He's going to be one of those rare players that plays half on offense, half on defense. We're excited to change the way the NFL looks and all that, right? Mm-hmm. And now he's just a corner, which I'm fine with. All I'm saying is if you do that, then you're admitting that your whole idea of what you picked him for It's not happening.
Yeah, they're going to be pressing the idea to keep trying it because of the injury. They're going to have to keep trying it. Who knows how far they'll go? All right, you guys see how far you want them to go on that. 641-1010. Hit the text line. Designed by Lifetime Enclosures. Hanging out at the Ale House at the Avenues corner of Phillips and Southside Boulevard. We'd love to see you. You can be here, of course, with a cold bucket of Bud Lights as you watch the NFL Divisional Playoff Weekend.
XL Primetime from the big #1 Duval Ford Studios. With so many stars on the field, there's always one that burns brightest.
When he flashes, he is something to watch.
Who will be this week's Universal Roof and Contracting Offensive Player of the Game?
Watch out
on 1010XL.
Ghost. Skeletor World Tour 2026. Ghost. Theatrical. Arena Rock. January 22nd, Five-Star Veterans Memorial Arena. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Ghost. Don't miss Ghost.
Hey, Jacksonville DDH. Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here with the scoop from Dreamfinders Homes, your national builder of the year. We've got first-year interest rates as low as 2.99% and homes in 20-plus communities throughout Northeast Florida. If you're house hunting, make sure your first pick Dreamfinders Homes, the proud official home builder of the PGA Tour, the Florida Gators, and your Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit DFHSalesEvent.com today and tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you.
They give their best physically and mentally.
Listen for the Southeast Orthopedic Specialist Scholar Athlete of the Week, tuned up by
The Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Local Union 234.
Wednesday afternoons on The Frangie Show.
On 1010XL.
Welcome to Key Buick GMC, proudly family-owned and operated since 1943. Come see why they're North Florida's new and pre-owned truck center, conveniently located on Southside and JTB, just minutes from the St. John's Town Center. At Key Buick GMC, every new vehicle comes with our lifetime powertrain warranty. Key Buick GMC, we are professional grade. Online at KeyBuickGMC.com. Lifetime powertrain warranty covers engine, transmission, drivetrain only. Exclusions apply. See dealer for details.
Did you know your roof ages from the inside out? By the time you see a leak, damage already exists beneath the shingles. Sun exposure, humidity, and seasonal storms slowly weaken roofing materials over time. If your roof is 15 years old or more, then now is the time to start planning, not reacting. At Endless Summer Roofing, we provide professional inspections and clear guidance so you can make informed decisions. Visit EndlessSummerRoofing.com to schedule a free inspection. Endless Summer Roofing, protecting your home from Florida's endless summer.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
Hi, I'm Mac with Baker Glass. If you've got fogged up windows, let me help. We'll replace them with clear, insulated units that brighten up your home. People say we're fast, friendly, and reliable. Just check out our Google reviews. Call me today. Baker Glass. No one treats you better.
Do you want to grow your career with a company that's committed to growing with you? Florida Home AC has aggressive plans to double their workforce, and they're looking for determined, resourceful people with initiative. Just log on to FloridaHomeAC.com/careers to find out more.
Need or want cash? Beaches Jewelry and Pawn has cash available. Ready to buy guitars, surfboards, jewelry, firearms, tools, and especially gold. They need it all, selling or pawning. Get cash on the spot at Beaches Jewelry and Pawn in Jacksonville Beach.
Next time you head into a Gate convenience store, look for Form Energy Drink, designed to provide energy, hydration, and focus, straight from Dana White and AB, celebrating those who embrace grit, discipline, and resilience in their everyday lives. Check out Form Energy at a Gate convenience store.
If a birthday or an anniversary is looming in your future, take care of it today by ordering a floral arrangement online at CuneFlowers.com. Hi, Flying Jacko here. Take it from me. An arrangement from Cune Flowers works like magic.
San Jose Collision in Mandarin is proud to be an I-CAR Gold Class collision repair facility. That means they meet the industry's highest training standards. Experience the difference at San Jose Collision in Mandarin.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Thursdays on XL Primetime are restored by Rebound Rehab with 11 locations across the First Coast. Check out reboundrehab.com.
We're hanging out at the Ale House, corner of Phillips and Southside Boulevard, the Avenues Ale House, and it's probably one of your hangouts as well. Drop on by. Would love to see you. Have a cold one. Buckets of Bud Lights being served, and you can have them while you're watching some divisional NFL playoff ball. That's for sure. We've got to get to a little college talk, especially with the Dante Moore decision and a couple of other things that kind of tentacles to that. But just a couple off the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures as far as this discussion that we've been having, and boy, this is going to carry on for days and weeks leading up to if these guys get contracts, what do they do in the free agency period, all that kind of stuff. So one of our nooners, you guys are basically saying the Jaguars have a bunch of average players that the coaching staff got the most out of. Can you mention names so we all know who these terrible players are you're talking about? And like we said, we can name a few, but you saw Walker Little go from a starting left tackle to a backup. So that's a good example of what we're talking about. They had to coach through that. If Walker Little stayed out at that left tackle position before getting hurt, he probably would have gotten demoted because that's what everyone was talking about. So he's a good example of it. And Pat McCary, he got hurt. He was a free agent signing that was not doing a whole hell of a lot, and they were able to overcome that with good coaching. The Van Lanen argument that Big Sur puts out as an MVP. I mean, come on. Those types of guys.
The Van Lanen argument is if you want an example, that's the prime example.
Yeah.
As far as Walker Little goes, I mean, they developed Van Lanen up to the point where they felt comfortable enough putting him at the left tackle position, all right, and to get a contract, and to leave him there when Walker Little was hurt.
Right, 100% trust. A couple more. I don't care how much you love the city. Can you sack the quarterback? Talking about Trayvon Walker, you can't have two high-paid edges who don't get sacks, and I do think that's fair. Another one, calm down. Talking about Travis Hunter. He plays DB in a handful of dime packages and maybe a wildcat type of play. Thoughts? I don't know whether I put him in wildcat. He might get crushed. ETN in wildcat was pretty good. What do you say to that one?
I would not put Travis Hunter in a wildcat formation.
No way.
No, I'm not even sure I'd run him on a jet sweep. That's grown men stuff right there, man.
Hunter had big-time catches helping this team win against the 49ers and Chiefs. Do you have a short memory or something? Trevor missed him running wide open numerous times. Look, they tried to feed him the ball. They definitely treated him like a number one. It's not a short memory. It's just the productivity. Even though he might have missed him, just take a look at what happened after that. BTJ had ills. And could not catch the football. Trevor and Travis never really quite connected the way maybe people were hoping.
Also, the offense got so much better when they stopped just trying to force the ball.
Yes. Just look at what Jacoby has done. Look at what Parker has done. Those are the guys that are making plays. And, they probably were. They tried so hard, Trevor to Travis to make it happen, and it just did not gel. Doesn't mean it won't, but we'll see where it goes.
Right.
Now, we need to go to the Dante Moore discussion.
Right.
Okay, because this dude decides.
Oregon quarterback, Dante Moore.
Yeah, Oregon Duck starter for 1 year. He decides that he is going to come back to the college game. The NIL will allow for it more than.
The projected number one overall pick.
Yeah. And you know what?
What about Mendoza?
I would argue whether he would be a project.
Okay, so it's the difference between $52 million and $49 million.
I know. I'm just saying he's not number one. He's number two.
Right. Yeah. Just take a look at his game against Indiana. I would draft him. I wouldn't be looking at him as a number one.
There are some scouts who think he's the best quarterback, just based on potential. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, and
so instead, he decides to return to Oregon for a reported $7.5 million.
7.5.
1 year.
Yeah.
1 year.
Wow.
Nasty cash.
Instead of taking the guarantee of $52 million or $49 million.
But you have to play for the Jets.
You do have to play for the Jets. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, the Jets are saying, why us? Why us? We're getting screwed again.
He might have to play for the Jets again the next year.
Yeah.
What is he doing?
It's a good point.
They're good enough to be at the top again. That's
Yes.
for sure.
Do you think he regrets this decision after next year? Like at this time next year, do you think we'll be saying, wow, that was a real big screw up?
I think Dylan Raiola may regret his decision to say he was going to Oregon.
He can still get out, I think,
And then
unless
Dante
he's
Moore
signed.
is coming back.
Bro, this is high stakes poker right here, bro.
Yeah.
We're talking about. I mean, you're putting your body at risk, your knee, you're putting money at risk. There's no reason for you to come
even
back.
if you don't get hurt, you could look like crap.
Yes.
And lose money.
But heaven forbid he blows out his Achilles, and then, man, you had
Let's not-
52 mil.
Let's not put injury on these guys.
No, I
okay?
agree, but I'm just saying you have to think that way if you're a player. How do you not have to think that way?
But here's the difference. $7.5 million is the difference. And he's saying to myself, I can keep
All
my
right, that's
stock.
$45 million less than what he could get.
He chose not to. There's a reason why.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay?
The question is why.
Did you see the last game he played? Okay? It's the most starts he's ever had as a collegiate.
I saw the last game he played, yes.
And it was El Succo, okay?
By the way, this kid was willing to come from UCLA and sit for a year last year.
Yes.
So it just maybe he realizes I could get a lot better.
Well, yeah, he probably realizes I need some starts, man.
Right.
I need to log as many flipping games as I can. And the same can be said for Arch Manning. And so from a college football fan's point of view, here is what we're being treated to. Arch Manning comes back, Lenora Sellers, Dante Moore, and you can go down the line. There are guys that have made the decision to come back to the college football world when they could have moved on, and I'll take that all day. And I think they're learning, obviously. The earnings is there. That $50 million contract you're talking about, Matty, will be there on top of the $7.5 million.
It will.
Injuries could always happen. Okay, you can never operate like that. At least I couldn't.
No, you can't play like you're going to get injured. Then that's when you get injured. You can't worry about getting injured. My only thing is that the money's on the table. I mean, the $50, $45 million on the table, and if you want to get better, just hire your quarterbacks coaches and learn to get better in the NFL instead of risking going back to college and you not performing as well as getting the grade that you had. I don't think there's going to be a higher grade than the grade that he has right now.
No, I agree with that.
Despite that horrific game against Indiana.
Yeah, I do agree with that. His grade is not going to be much higher. It's one or two because people fall in love with the quarterback and there aren't enough of them. So I get that part of it. But I'm just talking about from when I walk into that next gig. Like you chose to go back to the University of Miami to play for something big, and then also to make sure that you were prepared to be an NFL player.
Yeah, I did. After
it's a different time.
Well, yeah, my offensive line coach, jacked me up in the hallway, asked me if I was going pro or not. So, but no, you're right. I mean, listen, I knew in my junior year, my evaluation was a second round grade, but I knew that I could be a first round grade if I stayed.
Right.
At Miami. And I wanted to leave the University of Miami with a championship as a senior, and I did.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I accomplished everything that I
It's a
wanted to
beautiful
accomplish.
thing. And the only thing you were getting were free subs back then. You weren't getting $7.5 million.
That's it.
By the way, the Dante decision to come back it ties us to the world of college football. And I've been dying for you to tell the story. That you have to tell to Matt as well, as far as
these are the sauna story.
Yes.
Oh, you weren't here, Matt.
You've got to tell.
Yeah, I got to tell you the sauna story, Matt. So listen. Thank you, JJ. I appreciate it. So 2 weeks ago, I have a regimen. Okay, so I work out.
Right.
I have a workout day, a sauna day, workout day, sauna day.
Right.
4 days a week. So this just happened to be my sauna day. I go in there and I go in the sauna.
He likes to sweat it out.
Oh, I like to sweat it out. All the impurities, all the imperfections, get it out of my body. Right?
Get those
the sauna or the steam?
No, the sauna.
The sauna.
This is the
All
sauna.
right.
The sauna was set at like 175. It was a packed house. Everybody was in
the sauna.
In the sauna. Everybody in there sweating their ass, the behinds off. And
everybody in towels.
Everybody, not me. No, I had my shorts on.
You had your shorts on.
All right. So there's a swimming pool like right down the hallway where the locker room is, right? So guys get out the pool and want to come in the sauna, kind of refresh and whatever. Yeah. So we nothing about it, no big thing about it. This one particular guy comes in the sauna from the pool area. And he starts stretching, and then he starts flailing away
in the sauna.
In the sauna with his arms,
Like moving
right?
his arms
Tai Chi
quick.
Moving
stuff.
around, yeah, doing all this kind of
Was
stuff.
his name Salman Rushdie?
I don't know what it was.
He looks like he's trying to land a plane. and
Yeah,
bring
he
it into
was.
the
So
hangar.
so while he was doing that, a lot of guys seemed irritated.
How
by the
close
fact
to you
doing
was he?
it. I was.
You're
I
about
was
to
a good,
find out.
I was a good 7 feet away from him.
All right.
Right.
All right.
So I'm looking at this guy flailing away with the arms in the thing, and then all of a sudden, Matt Hayes, the flailing, a drop of water from his frailing hit my lip.
Oh.
And I tried everything inside my body to say that wasn't him.
Oh.
I was saying it was my sweat, but it was undeniable that it was his.
No.
That is
flailing
one
from
magic
his body.
You're telling me.
And I looked at the guy.
You know how I am about germs.
Bro, I looked at the guy with. I was irritated by the fact that this drop of water hit my lip.
That wasn't water, bro. That was sweat.
You guys
Whatever it
basically
was.
made out.
No, we didn't. We didn't. So
Not that there's anything wrong with that, JJ.
I knocked the water. I knocked the drop off of my water.
Okay, good.
And I looked at him like, really, bro? and he looked back at me and he saw the frustration. He saw the terror.
Did he have any shame in his eyes?
Because I was looking at him.
Was he toweled? Did he have?
No, he had the swim
Just the
trunks
trunks?
on. He had the swim trunks
Okay.
on, man, and all.
Were they like board shorts or were they like Speedo?
Listen, I didn't get into all of that. I just knew a drop of
Banana
water.
hammock?
I just knew a drop of water from his
Well,
frailing.
you know what it was. Did he have board shorts on it? Was it like a Speedo?
Listen. I have
said
no
trunks,
I'm
so
no.
it's-
I said it was trunks. Okay,
Yeah.
swimming
All
trunks.
right.
Maybe it was
So
just
the guy-
pool water, though.
I-
and
I-
not
I-
like
that's what I'm
sweat.
saying.
That wasn't pool water.
It was pool water. All right.
Chlorine.
Yeah,
I
which
was-
is chlorine.
Yeah.
Definitely frustrated by the fact that this man came in there frailing in the sauna.
Hey,
and a drop
So he
of
saw
water.
the tear
He
tear,
saw
the
it.
sheer tear on
and
your
I
face.
just looked
What'd he
at
say?
him. I was
Let me
like,
tell you
really, bro? And then he walked out of there.
In the pandemic world, that would not stand. Okay.
No.
Exactly, bro.
This
You
aggression
don't do
will
that.
not stand.
Yeah.
You don't do that,
And so
bro.
he left after that.
Yeah, he left because
He
he
slung saliva
Bro,
and
He
left.
probably felt
Yeah.
shame.
He saw the hands.
Bro, listen. I was not happy. Trust
All
me.
right, so here's what we need from you people. 641-1010. Break it down, okay? The grassy knoll. We will have the Magic Loogie analysis coming up here in just a second.
Yeah, that would
But
annoy
did the spit come from the outside world, or was it, as Dana was saying on Saturday Night Live, that one little drop of water that's just hanging right there and that just dropped on?
Oh, God,
so
I'm
it
gonna
could
be
have
sick
just dropped
thinking about it.
onto your lip from your forehead, is what you're saying.
That's what I was hoping and praying.
That's your
for.
theory.
In my mind, I said it was me.
Okay.
But the truth of the matter, it was.
So it hit your lip?
Bro, the drop was right here on my
He's now
lip.
part of you now, bro.
Stop
You
it.
guys are one.
All right.
I got it off.
Let us know what you're thinking. 641-1010. It's XL Primetime from the Avenues Ale House.
XL Primetime is driven by Duval Ford.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes. It's a new year, and whether you're starting a new routine or making player picks for the first time, trying something new can be hard. But in life and with Prize Picks, it always feels good to be right. With high-pressure playoff matchups every weekend and elite hoops action almost every night, the action never stops. All you do is pick more or less on at least 2 player stat projections and watch your winnings roll in. It's that simple. And now Prize Picks has early payouts. If your lineup is off to a hot start, you have the option to cash out before the game even finishes. At Prize Picks, how you play is up to you. You can choose Flex Play and get paid even if one of your picks misses, or Power Play for the biggest payouts. And all Prize Picks withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. Download the Prize Picks app today, use promo code 1010XL, and get $50 in lineups instantly when you play $5 in lineups. That's promo code 1010XL to get $50 instantly in lineups when you play 5 in lineups. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
Turn on your radio. We'll bring the game to you.
Here we go. 4th and a yard.
Jacksonville's play-by-play sports radio. 1010XL.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
It's January. You turn on the hot water, expecting steam, and you get let down. That's usually a sign your tankless water heater is loaded with mineral buildup, slowing it down and wearing it out before it's time. So Duck Rooter is kicking the new year off strong with a Start Fresh Tankless Flush. Their experienced technicians flush and clean your tankless system, restoring performance and getting you back in the game. Right now, get your tankless water heater flushed and cleaned for just $99. 904-862-6769 or duckduckrooter.com.
What's up, Duval? I'm Chad Volamic, owner of Purple Heart Pools, Jacksonville's veteran-owned pool company for over 10 years. We specialize in new pool construction and pool renovations, built on military values, integrity, communication, attention to detail, and honor. Now is the perfect time to start your pool project, so when the heat hits, your pool is ready. As an Iraq War veteran and Purple Heart recipient, pride in what I do is everything. Let me show you the difference in how my team and I execute your pool project with military precision. Call Purple Heart Pools, Jacksonville's veteran pool company.
There are 3 certainties in life: death, taxes, and if you stay in your home long enough, a new roof. Pick it here for our friends at Lockhart Roofing. Nobody better in Jacksonville. How do I know? They are a local certified Master Elite contractor, and that means they have a GAF Master Elite warranty. That's the best in the roofing industry. In this day and age, don't settle for cheaper discount roofers. Lockhart Roofing has been here for decades. They aren't going anywhere. Call my friends at Lockhart Roofing, 994-3851. That's 994-3851. Lockhart Roofing, Jacksonville's best for Jacksonville people.
Hey, can you blow up some balloons for Jack's party?
I can't. I'm so congested.
You need Sinex Saline from Vicks.
Sinex Saline Nasal Spray.
Yeah, just Sinex. Breathe.
Sinex Saline instantly clears everyday congestion associated with colds and year-round allergies with a gentle, ultra-fine mist that's no mess and easy to control.
Daddy, we need more balloons.
On it.
Enjoy life's important moments without congestion. Try Sinex Saline from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
It may be winter in Northeast Florida, but it's one of the most important times to protect your lawn. Prosser here for Julington Creek Pest Control. Their winterizer strengthens roots and improves cold tolerance. Pre-emergent treatments stop spring weeds before they ever start. What that means is you set the stage for a thicker, greener lawn when spring arrives. Call today to schedule your winter lawn treatment with Julington Creek Pest Control. Our family serving yours since 1984.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
Newman was in front of me. Hernandez was coming toward us. As he passes us, Newman turns and says, "Nice game, pretty boy." Hernandez continued past us up the ramp.
Then, a second later, something happened that changed us in a very deep and profound way from that day forward.
What was it? He spit on us. And I screamed out, "I'm hit!"
Then I turned and the spit ricocheted off him and it hit me.
Now, the Monahan's golden moment. Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach, your local family jewelers.
All right, my golden moment.
By the way, that was some magic.
That is one magic. Did you yell, "I'm hit"?
Oh, no, I didn't. I was too angry to say
Wouldn't that have
it.
been great if Cersei
It
yelled,
would have
"I'm
been great.
I'm hit"?
Absolutely would.
All right, go ahead. Sorry.
All right, my magic moment is, listen, there's no time frame. Matt Hayes wants us to move on. There's no time frame as a fan base or as a player when it comes to a game that you lost that you felt that you had a chance. Now the coaching staff has to move and maneuver fast. All right. Because they got a lot of stuff coming up. They got the bowl games, they got the combine, and all that other kind of stuff. But as a player, man, you soak as long as you want to. You got at least 3 more weeks to soak because you don't feel good about anything until after the Super Bowl.
Right.
You don't. You really just don't.
All right. I don't want to hear you use that word "soak" after the last story.
Yeah, you're right, bro.
I feel uncomfortable.
Speaking of that, my golden moment is I feel like we have to use like some type of pandemic era, excuse here of, in the parlance of these times, where we have to say with Leon's.
We're all in this together.
Yes, where we have to say with Leon's previous story. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
That's got to be like the foundation of that. Okay. Now, moving forward, the golden moment for today. I look. I think you've got to keep guys that can be productive, and I think you've got to keep guys that have showed. Look, you told me to prove it. I proved it. right? And I think a guy like Buster Brown falls into that category.
Okay.
So, and I think Devin Lloyd falls into that category. So I find it hard. I find it hard to tell. You're telling somebody to prove it before we pay you. They prove it, and then you're going to say goodbye.
Mm-hmm.
So that's to me that's difficult. Because then what message are you sending?
It just depends on the type of contract that they do. In a longer term, guaranteed money, spread it over a number of years, makes a lot more sense than a $27 million franchise tag. That's what they're going to have to decide on. What is his upside? How important is he to this team's success on the defensive side of the ball? And I do think Devin Lloyd proved that he has impact, big-time impact in games as a pass rusher, as a guy who can drop in coverage, picked off the ball. He can be bruising, and he still can move. So
best player on the defense this year.
He was
No
damn
doubt.
good.
No doubt.
He was damn good. And so that's good. And Foye, to Big Surce's point, who argued him yesterday as the defensive MVP, he's getting just a little long in tooth. But Foye's been a stud on this defense as well. They just didn't have enough of them, unfortunately. And the other guys, they're going to make that decision. Having Buster Brown on this football team is a good thing.
Yeah.
Jarian Jones going into year 3.
It's a good thing.
Good thing, yeah.
And so then you're just going to have to figure out exactly how it all plays out. Now, I'm just at the risk of getting Leon fired up even a little bit more after. Who knows where that sweat sling
incident
came from? Okay, what body
I want to
part?
say it was pool water.
We know where
okay?
it
It was
came
pool
from.
water.
All right, okay.
No,
That's the only way that makes me listen. That's the only thing that keeps me afloat.
Yeah, because you're gonna put your head down at night every night.
Look, you chose to tell me the story.
Yeah.
All right, so you know I'm going to say it was sweat.
Yeah. But you gotta.
It was my sweat.
Yeah, you gotta keep believing, man. keep believing.
All right, on the text line, brought to you by our good friends at Lifetime Enclosure. Sweat or pool water? 641-1010.
Pool water. Please,
Okay.
please let it be pool water.
Yeah.
The question of our day.
This is
Bro, if he's swinging his Tai Chi arms, that ain't pool water.
I'm telling you, he was trying to land a plane.
He came from the pool, so I'm assuming that it was.
First of all, that's terrible etiquette of him to just being
It
like,
really is.
Bro, it really is.
Don't come
using
in
all
there
that
and shake
space.
off like a,
You know what I'm saying?
What are you,
don't
a
come
wet
and shake off
dog?
like a retriever. Like, what are you?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
All right. Just
And who's he trying to impress in there, man?
Leon.
Ain't nobody care he's doing Tai Chi, right?
Yeah, he's stretching and doing all the friendly. I told you, just flinging his arms everywhere.
right? And then you try and
How big was this room, feet by feet?
Bro, the sauna was
Good question.
huge.
Huge.
Yeah,
There was
it's
plenty of
about
room.
And how
plenty
many?
of room.
How many other guys?
Well, the top level was completely packed, so that's about 6 guys. 2 guys on the end, 1 guy standing up.
kind of a barbershop.
Yeah, then he was, and then the sauna machine is right here, so he's right in front of it, stretching and doing all this crap.
Wait, he's doing that in front of the sauna machine where you
Yes.
guys put the water on to make it steam?
No, well, you don't put the water on it. We don't do that anymore.
You don't do that anymore.
No,
All
but
right.
but he's in there doing all
He's
this other crap.
peacocking.
As if he just sit his behind still, you're still gonna get the same effect from the sauna.
I hate to say it, but what JJ said sounds about right.
Yeah,
he
he
was
was
peacocking.
peacocking.
No doubt about it.
Not
He's
acceptable.
trying to impress
For
you.
someone in there, he was peacocking. That's all I'm saying. And since you told me this story, you know I'm going to think he knew you were Circe.
Yeah.
No way.
Former pro athlete, good-looking
Yeah.
guy.
You're a bit of a big deal.
Right, good-looking dude. You got the hands.
Or I
You
should
saw
say-
the hands. You know he saw the
I know,
hands.
I know what you're
should
doing.
say
I know what you're doing.
You're kind of a big
I know
deal.
what you're doing.
Yeah.
I would not fall prey of it.
All right, I'm going to save this other one for tomorrow because it'll fire him up even more. All right, XL Primetime from the Avenues Ale House, hanging out, having a good time.
XL Primetime, driven by Big Number 1 Duval Ford. Elite service for elite companies.
Get a healthy start in 2026. The Florida Department of Health in Duval County is here to help you get healthy and stay healthy all year long. Our dedicated team is committed to providing high-quality care and trusted public health services for our community. Our mission is simple: to protect, promote, and improve the health of you and your family. Learn more about our programs and services by visiting duval.floridahealth.gov.
When your home or business deserves more than ordinary glass, you trust the experts. Capital Glass and Shower Doors has been elevating spaces for over 40 years with precision, craftsmanship, and clean, modern design. From sleek frameless shower enclosures to elegant glass railings, wine cabinets, and any custom glass that makes a statement, Capital Glass delivers unmatched quality, service, and attention to detail. Your vision, their expertise. Capital Glass and Shower Doors at capcoglass.com.
Hey, Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
If your home doesn't have a fireplace, CSS can install a beautiful electric or gas fireplace from Heat & Glow with no major remodel required. See their showroom or cssoutdoor.com for a free estimate. CSS, you dream it, we build it.
Not everyone is built for a cubicle. At Local 234, apprentices get paid to learn hands-on skills like plumbing, pipe fitting, HVAC, the stuff Jacksonville runs on. No endless lectures, no massive student debt, just hands-on training, real jobs, and real pay. This is how you level up, by doing work that actually matters. Check them out at UA234.com. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Local 234. Make the right connection.
Rick Ballou for Coy Dental. That's right, Carlson Dental is now Coy Dental. Dr. Lee has been practicing there for 9 years, has purchased the company. The Coy Dental team still has the same great dentists and staff. And remember, if you get nervous visiting a dentist, don't. There's never a problem at Coy Dental. With light sedation for cleaning, then deep sedation for all your restorative needs. Coy Dental, located in Bartram Park.
When you head out for a night with friends or going to the big game, don't forget the best game plan to win the night is to designate a driver and guarantee a safe ride home. Hydrating between buds is the best play you can make. Bud Light, reminding all to drink wiser.
At the First Coast YMCA, you'll find much more than just a gym. We offer many ways to help you become more active, reach your weight loss goals, and find your inner strength. Membership at the Y includes state-of-the-art facilities, a huge variety of fitness classes, and programs for all ages. It's easy to join the Y since it's affordable for all incomes. The Y is a great place to make connections and experience something new. Visit the YMCA near you or online at fcymca.org.
Jacksonville, you voted, and Baker Glass came out on top. The Bold City Best Awards are all about locals choosing their favorites, and you picked them for Best Auto Glass and Best Glass and Mirror Service.
I'm back with Baker Glass. No one treats you better.
Transmission troubles? I'm Robin Sidbury, owner of Action Transmission Specialist on Merrill Road. So come in and see how we can help solve your transmission troubles. We service all makes and models. Remember, get traction. Call Action at 744-0755.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. This is XL Primetime, brought to you by Florida Home AC. Now that's cool on 1010XL.
Sauna etiquette is at an all-time low.
Yeah,
That's one of our prime timers. And I don't disagree with that notion, that proclamation. Okay, we've lost it in so many areas. And if you go to an area where you feel like you might just be able to chill, to hang out, to blow a little steam off, and you got somebody who wants to come in there and start slinging, sauna etiquette is at an all-time low.
You know what else I was thinking too? I'm not sure if you should be concerned about whether it was sweat or pool water. I think the concern should be where were his hands, like prior to walking in there.
First of all, I don't pay people that much attention.
Right, and we don't know where the sweat came from. Or
I'm literally just trying to get you completely so wigged out that you're never going back in there again.
I'm going to get my sauna treatment now. I would not be.
Now, have you seen him since?
urged.
Because this was a few weeks ago.
I have not.
Yeah, last week this went down.
I have not seen him. No.
Let's see here.
He might be purged from the sauna.
You put a little picture of him up. Do not let this man back in.
Might have to, bro. Might have to. I have to purge him from the sauna.
Can you?
You might have to go say something to the people there.
Can
Seriously.
you file a protest or anything like that?
I don't know if
sure
you can
you
or
can.
not. It's been 2 weeks. It would be too late.
Like
too late.
you occasionally hear like this is a big deal in some gyms. They don't wipe off after they do a
Yes.
a rep
That's a big
on a
deal.
machine.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
big dang deal.
Yeah, it is a big deal, bro.
And honestly, some of the women that think that I'm too pretty to sweat, that ain't true. Okay, you do sweat. You do need to wipe down. And then there
Yeah.
are dudes that do 2 machines at once, and they want to just keep toggling back and forth, taking up 2 machines and never wipe either one of them off.
Well, I'm gonna tell you another thing. You got dudes that when you're waiting on the machine for them to finish, in between reps, they're on the phone.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Or taking pictures of themselves.
Taking their
doing
sweet
reps.
time.
Taking pictures of themselves doing reps.
Yeah, bro. It's like so. There's one machine. It's called the fly machine, right?
Right.
So you put the weight on, you do the fly or whatever. So I'm sitting there, and the other machine waiting for them to finish. All right. They're doing sets, and in between sets, they're videoing each other doing sets.
Oh, you gotta love it.
And there's no way. Listen,
They're pumping each other up. Is that
bro,
what you're
there's
saying?
no weight on the machine for you to be doing that.
That's that commercial. Hey, bro, Cephas. Hey, Brozilla. Looking good. And they just keep bro loving back and
Yeah,
forth,
bro.
trying to motivate each other.
So I'm gonna give you an example. So
if they're
on the-
taking
on the-
photos, though, that's bad.
On the machine, I start at 315 and I go to 405. All right.
Those guys are like 40 probably in 60.
Bro, they got a 25 on.
Oh man.
Don't be shaming people.
Yeah,
I'm not shaming them, bro. But
Some of us are not big.
I understand.
I go with lightweight sometimes. I still like.
Yeah, I'm doing like 35-pound curls. Don't laugh
I
at me.
know, but don't bring your phone. All right.
I don't.
Leave your phone at home. Don't need to be recording that. Nobody wants to see you doing 25 on the machine.
35. Come on.
So you're trying to get clicks. You're trying to get by. No one's liking that.
Yeah. Are JJ? Are you doing 35
free weights?
individually?
Free weights.
Free weights.
Yeah, but by itself, not a full bar.
No.
Dumbbells.
Like dumbbells.
Dumbbells. Yeah. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
All right. I'll
I ended
take
up
that.
tearing up my.
That is impressive.
I ended up tearing up my elbow taking on too much weight because
Yeah.
I would keep flicking the wrist, which is not recommended. People, you don't need to flick your wrist.
Again,
okay?
probably poor choice of words.
Yeah, and it definitely had an impact.
A lot of double
I have no
today.
doubt.
Yeah,
I have no doubt it had
It
an
had
impact.
and I do not recommend it. Okay, I'm against it. I vote no. All right. So anyway, we digress.
By the way, the total, the ID on the text line, I should say, is it was sweat. It wasn't.
I'm saying it's pool water.
All right.
I'm with you.
Thank you.
Chlorine.
One guy
chlorine,
asked you. One
pool
guy asked
water.
you, did it taste sweet or salty?
I didn't. First of all, it didn't never touch. It touched my lip, but it never entered.
That's just. I'm now. I'm a little uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You want to know why? Because we're just going to go somewhere else right now.
Now, the 2-minute drill is driven by nobody but Nimnicht. Nimnicht Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnicht Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
All right, Tommy Mack joins us now. The question, I'm not sure if you heard it, Tommy, but Big Sirs was in the sauna and a pearl of water hit his lip. Someone else shaking off, and the pearl of water could have been sweat, could have been pool water. Who knows? How would you have handled that, young sir?
Listen, Tommy is having an issue with his headset, so give me 1 second.
I thought I posed that question beautifully.
Meathead would not. He's not going to handle this
in
well.
a way
I'm
that
telling you right now,
Meathead
he's not.
55 could answer.
Telling you right now.
But in the sauna stretcher, okay, as he will forever be known, as now he's been identified on the.
Will you know him if you see him again?
I'm not looking for him.
I know, but would you know him if you saw him again?
No, I'm not looking for that man no more.
But if you saw him, would you know it was him?
I don't care. T-Mac.
You're looking good out there. How's life treating you? Sorry I couldn't. It's a Joe C.
Oh, I love it. Listen, we got to go fast,
we had
but
a
you
quick
have
question.
to hear this question. If you were in a sauna and someone else comes into the said sauna and slings some type of water that lands on your lip, it could be pool water, it could
While
be
they were doing Tai Chi
man's
stuff.
sweat because they just decided to just all of a sudden start slinging as they were getting in this. What would you do?
Well, all I know is I've seen Big Leon in garbage bags in the sauna before. So, he was slinging all types of sweat all over this place. place on Friday mornings, weren't you, Big Leon?
I was, bro. Absolutely.
Behind you. Don't get me wrong. But, yeah, I don't know, Joe. I don't know what kind of saunas you're hanging out in, brother, but whatever.
I love the answer.
Leon,
though.
move the juices around, whatever.
Yeah.
Because I think Tommy Mack might have just summed it up beautifully, though.
Yep.
Surse might have slung some sweat back in the day, so it may be coming back to get him just a little bit.
It was Friday. It was a big day for a lot of the big fellas, not just Surse, not just the big man.
All right, well, good to hear from you. What's coming up?
We're going to have a great show. Of course, talk Jags a little bit more college ball. Kalani Stevens will join us at the top of the 3 o'clock hour, so always stuff to get into. We'll talk about the press conference and what to look forward to in 2026.
All right, brother, man, we appreciate it. Thank you.
Helmets and Heels back on Thursdays.
Yeah.
Back at it.
Yeah, because the coach's show, unfortunately, comes to an end. The GM, what do they call it? The HQ show, whatever they called it. It was always good with Tony Baselli and Jimmy Gladstones. But we are done. We had a great time here. We always have a good time. Thanks to the Avenues Ale House. Make it one of your stops, especially with the Bud Light build up to the weekend, getting ready for divisional playoff ball. We are done. Joe C., Matty Hayes, Sonable.
So this was karma, is what you're saying.
I
it
thought
might
it
be
was
karma.
I do.
It
thought,
might be karma.
Because I've swung a lot of sweat back in the day.
I thought the way Tommy Mack presented that was just beautiful. All right, we are done for Big Sir. We are done. JJ, we take it back to JJville.
XL Primetime.
Driven by Duval Ford.
It's your boy, Big Surse, all-pro lineman,